advice can you share with somebody out there who happens to be listening that is going through what you went through, or, maybe somebody who's listening that has a loved one who's going through what you went through? What kind of advice can you share to the listeners?
The number one thing in the message, the reason I talk about this is I always want people to know that change is possible. That's
right.
my continual message, and that's the reason I talk about this, that
right.
you can change, that it isn't permanent, you're not cursed, you aren't stuck.
Right.
For people who want to change, I always encourage them to go to 12-step meetings because, again, that's how I got clean and sober.
Got it.
And I know it works.
Got it.
There are other options, but regardless of what, explore other options.
Yeah.
But 12-step meetings work if you do what you're told.
Gotcha.
Some people worry because they aren't religious, or maybe you're Jewish and the 12-step program is very Christian based.
Got it.
I'm pretty much an atheist.
Yeah.
And it's fine with me.
Right.
So don't let that scare you away. It's a matter of life and death.
Yeah.
Do what you need to do to survive.
Right.
Do what you need to do to get better. The family thing is a little trickier. I'm very sympathetic with families, friends, loved ones who have people in active addiction, since I subjected my family and friends to that.
Yes.
The main, some people would talk about tough love, and I don't know that. I think the understanding of that is changing. The tough love, just be tough and cut them off, and people end up on the streets. People die.
Yeah.
This is no joke. It's life and death stuff.
Right.
And so I don't know about tough love in sort of the traditional sense. Giving people money is probably not good.
Yeah.
Helping them support their habit.
Yeah.
But I think the best thing you can do is just continue to love people. Let them know that you love them, and encourage them to get better. You can't make somebody get clean.
Right.
If they're not ready, they're not ready. And,
right.
And you just aren't in control of them.
Right.
But you can keep pointing them in the right direction and let them know that you care about them. Our whole culture's attitude is changing from punitive
Yep.
and criminal,
Yep.
treating addicts as criminals and wanting to punish them,
Yeah.
to treating it as a medical and even a spiritual problem.
Got it.
And I think that's really healthy, and that's a better way to look at it. Instead of punishing people, help them.
Yes. Yeah, what you touched on is actually one of the questions. You've kind of already answered it, but I've also often heard that you can't help somebody who doesn't want to be helped, right? If they don't want to quit, it's hard to make somebody quit because they're not going to quit. And I feel like it'd be a very delicate dance to be supportive if support's not wanted.
Yeah.
And so when you say just keep pointing them in the right direction, how much do you feel it's a good idea? Obviously, if it's a loved one, you want to keep pointing them in the right direction, but they might not want to hear that. Any tips or advice on just letting them know how much you care and love them, and this is why you're doing it, and so don't be mad that I'm trying to support you even though you don't want to be supported?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I remember being, an active addict and being around my family, and my family trying to help me, and me being just absolutely uninterested and annoyed. So I'm really sympathetic to that problem.
Yeah.
But I don't have an answer for that.
Sure.
Other than, consistently trying to be supportive without being a sucker.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's always going to be, I'd say that's always going to be awkward, uncomfortable, and feel unsuccessful.
Right.
But it's still the right thing to do.
Right.
Unfortunately, if you're with addiction, everybody's gonna be unhappy and miserable.
Right.
Like the addict's gonna make the family and friends and loved ones miserable. Like it's not just that person. And so the process for the family and loved ones is gonna be miserable too. There's just no way around it.
Right.
It's a sad truth.
Oh, absolutely. Probably one of the most difficult things for your mom to do, right? Call the cops and send you to jail.
I'm sure.
Maybe the most difficult thing she's ever done in her whole life.
I don't know, she was pretty mad.
maybe not that difficult at that very moment.
Right. She's still kind of mad.
Oh, gotcha. Got it. Oh, okay. Okay, before we part ways, in case you have a dog or know someone else who does have a dog, I wanted to take a quick second to show you the Snap Leash. The Snap Leash can literally do so many things, and I'm going to share with you one of the many cool things that it can do. As you can see, the Snap Leash is designed with 2 swivel hooks, one on each end. This end has a cushion stitched into it to make it comfortable when walking your dog. Now, all you have to do is take this swivel hook, put it into this very first grommet, and now you've got your handle. Okay, so now let's imagine you're at the park and you want to secure your pet quickly, safely, and easily to a park bench, a tree, or a pole because you just want to sit down and relax. Well, all you need to do is take this swivel hook, remove it from the very first grommet, wrap this leash around any size tree or pole or park bench, and put it into the appropriate grommet, and now you have secured your pet quickly, safely, and easily. And when it's time to head home, another great feature about the Snap Leash is you can simply wrap it around your waist for hands-free walking. Lastly, if you ever accidentally forget your waist bags at home, these grommets make a great place to fasten the waist bags so you never leave home without them. And if you want to see all of the other cool things that the Snap Leash can do, then please just click on the link below and find out why so many others are falling in love with the Snap Leash.